Hi guys, this is Sanity here and welcome to Sanitylicious, a channel where women are being real and so raw. So today we are diving into a topic that's not just fascinating but also so essential for understanding the dynamics of our society, the weaponization of femininity. Now, femininity isn't merely just a collection of traits we are assigned. It's a powerful tool that the society has manipulated for centuries just to control women. So grab your favorite drink, get cozy, and let's unravel this intricate web together. Because, whoa, I just cannot wait to delve deep into this. I don't even know where to start, but let's touch on history. Femininity has always been portrayed as delicate, submissive, and nurturing. These traits have been idealized, but also so much weaponized. In many historical contexts, women were expected to embody these traits as a means of control. For instance, during the Victorian era, society created this fragile image of a woman, making it easy for them to be confined in domestic roles. Women were celebrated for being virtuous, and this celebration came at a high cost because now they were expected to prioritize the family and the homes above all else, including their own education, their own ambitions and life plans, So you had to sacrifice all of yourself back then, all of yourself to the family and to the home. Just that was all you were destined to become, to be. So take the cult of the true womanhood, for an example. The 19th century ideology, it revolves around three virtues, which is purity, submissiveness, and domesticness. Domestic domesticity. That's how they call it. Women who embodied these traits were held up like were held up as paragons of virtue. Then those who didn't, the ones who didn't, then the ones who didn't hold this stature, they were facing severe social repercussions. This created a prison of expectations, limiting women's freedom and potential. Fast forward to today, and we can still see the echoes of those ideas in how women are still being judged for their choices, whether it's in their career paths or parenting styles or even their own personal lives. These shadows of that anger, of that era, they still linger. They still linger a lot, and women often feel the pressure to conform to these outdated norms. Wow, this is just to show you that this is deep rooted. The trauma is deep rooted. Now, let's talk about the media's role in reinforcing these stereotypes. From movies and advertisements, femininity has always been portrayed in ways that reinforce narrow definitions of what it means to be a woman. The classic damsel in distress. It's still alive and well. Take a moment and consider Disney princesses. They've even evolved so much now, but still today they still rely on a prince to complete their journey. Look at Snow White. She was put to sleep and could only be woken up by the true love's kiss. So, without any man coming to kiss her who truly loves her, without anyone doing that for her, she's not going to stand up. She's not going to wake up and live her life. She had to depend on a man for her to regain her life back. Look at Cinderella, who who needed a fairy godmother to transform her. These narratives feed into the belief that a woman's ultimate goal is to find love rather than achieving her own dreams and aspirations. And these portrayals are so harmful, especially to young girls who may internalize the idea that their worth is tied to romantic relationships. This belief can hinder their confidence and aspirations, making them feel like their greatest achievements are secondary to their relationships with men. Do you see the programming that happens? Do you see the movies that the children are watching are so toxic? Are so toxic. Now let's bring this discussion into the workplace. Here, femininity is weaponized as well, leading women to face double bind. If they exhibit traditionally feminine traits like being nurturing or collaborative, they might be viewed as weak or too soft. On the other hand, if they embrace more traditionally masculine traits like assertiveness, they risk being called and labeled aggressive and unfeminine. Imagine being a woman and being told you are unfeminine. How is that going to make you feel? How is that going to make you feel? You're going to start questioning yourself. What's wrong with you as a woman? What's wrong with you as a woman that people don't see a woman as? They tell you that you are so unfeminine. Cheryl, I was reading this book by Sheryl Sandberg. It's called Lean In. It highlights the struggle. She discusses how many women often face harsh critiques for being too ambitious or assertive, while simultaneously being penalized for displaying warmth and vulnerability. The societal pressure to find balance creates an internal conflict, causing many women to question their professional identities. Moreover, the expectations extend to how women dress and present themselves at work. Women often feel they must choose between being taken seriously and being themselves, leading to the phenomenon known as the appearance penalty. I was busy researching for this topic, which I'm talking about now, and I came across a study which found that um, women who dress feminine are often judged as less competent, perpetuating the idea that femininity must be muted in professional settings. Hmm. Hmm. Why can't women just be accepted for the human beings that they are? Why is there so much that's got to happen before a woman can just be allowed to be? Now let's talk about social media. Platforms like Instagram and TikTok have amplified the conversation around femininity and also presented a distorted view. Women are bombarded with images that promote an idealist vision of femininity: perfect body, flawless makeup, and picture perfect lives. Hmm? A picture perfect life. Hmm. This Instagram this Instagram filter effect creates an unrealistic standard that many women feel pressure to meet. It's not just about aesthetics. No. It impacts your self esteem and identity. Women may feel they need to conform to these hyper feminine ideals, which can lead to a toxic cycle of comparison and inadequacy. The rise of influencers and beauty gurus have are perpetuating the belief that women must invest in their appearances to be valued. That's all. You've got to look good for you to be seen as valuable. If you don't look good, you don't have value. The pressure to maintain a perfect online persona often overshadows women's achievements and contributions, reducing their identities to their looks rather than just their skills and their intellect. Hmm? This is this is this is deep rooted. This is so deep rooted. But here's the good news, okay? Femininity can also be powerful, can also be a very powerful form of self expression. It's all about reclaiming femininity on your own terms. Feminine traits like empathy, intuition, and collaboration aren't weaknesses, they are strengths. They are strengths. You just need to know your balance. You just need to know your balance. I'm not saying limit yourself, but don't go overboard. Don't fall into the trap of now serving the society while in the process of doing all that you are losing yourself. I don't know if you understand me. But look at modern feminists like Michelle Obama and Ruth Bader. They've redefined what it means to be feminine and powerful. They embrace their femininity while smashing through glass ceilings. By owning their identities, they show us that femininity can coexist with strength and leadership. I'm talking about women who are clearly feminine, but they are also so powerful. They are also so strong and so bold, and they are respected. They are respected. Even in arts, we see women like Beyonce, like Lady Gaga, who celebrate femininity through their work. They leverage their femininity to express their identities. They challenge these societal norms and inspire others to do the same. And they oh my god, these are great women. These are great women who stood up and say, you know what, I'm gonna be who I am, and the world is gonna respect me for that. So what's the takeaway in all of this? Femininity has been weaponized. That's a fact. That's a fact. Women are victims in the society, victims of so much mental trauma, victims of so much mental abuse, mental prison. But again, femininity can also be a tool for empowerment. It's time to embrace femininity on our own terms, on our own terms, celebrating the traits we love while dismantling these stereotypes that hold us back. Remember, femininity doesn't have to fit in a box, it's a spectrum, and every woman gets to decide where she fits on the spectrum. So let's not limit ourselves. Let's not limit ourselves. Let's realize that femininity is a pool of many types of identities, of many types of opportunities. Women cannot only be confined into one thing. Women are versatile beings. Women are very much capable of running a life and doing it the way they want to do it. If women do that, if more women stopped feeling this pressure to be a certain way, because oh my god, the world would still move in harmony. The world will move in harmony. So guys, I've said quite a lot, and yeah, I enjoyed this. It's just that topics like this, they get my mind running so much. There's so much I still want to talk about. But hey, I'm so grateful. I'm so thankful that you've watched this thought-provoking discussion with me. So if you enjoyed this video, please just don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments below. Now, I have a question. How do you define femininity? Let's keep the conversation going. Comment on the comment section below and tell me, how do you define femininity? Because I do think that for so many people femininity can mean so many things. So I just want to know about you. How do you define femininity? And guys, until next time, toodles. Bye.